Welcome to KX News on the Go. I'm Chance. A Dickinson man has died following a motorcycle crash. Those with Dickinson Police Department say that Friday night just before 7, authorities went to the intersection of 15th Street West and 3rd Avenue West for a pickup motorcycle crash. There, a 36-year-old driver of the motorcycle was taken to CHI St. Alexis Hospital, but later died from his injuries. The driver of the pickup, a 16-year-old girl, along with her passengers, were not hurt in that incident. North Dakota small business owners now have a resource that can help them make decisions when voting season comes along by compiling issues that could affect them. The National Federation of Independent Business has launched its NFIB Voting Hub in order for small business owners to be fully equipped heading into voting season. The Voting Hub lets users plan for the election by requesting a ballot to vote by mail and sign up for election reminders. It also provides information on candidates who support small business and legislation that is in the works that might affect them. For a link to the Voting Hub, you can head to our website, kxnet.com. And speaking of voting, next year, the Republican Party State Convention will be held on the North Dakota State Fairgrounds. The Indy GOP convention will take place on March 28th and 29th with a social event on the evening of the 27th. The two-day event will bring together Indy GOP members, speakers, delegates, and guests for a comprehensive agenda. The convention agenda includes endorsing a congressional representative, statewide candidates, and official party business. Andre, happy Tuesday morning to you.
And happy Tuesday morning to you too, Chance. And looking here in the capital city right now, we are seeing those partly cloudy skies with a temperature of 28 degrees, and the winds are out of the west at 5 miles per hour, so relatively light this morning compared to over the last few days. And even here and around Lake Metagoshi, we're seeing those light winds out of the west-northwest at 7 miles per hour. But however, we've been seeing some of that scattered light snow showers around here too, and the temperature is at 28 degrees with a visibility of 6 miles. Now looking ahead, folks, we are going to be watching for above average temperatures for our Tuesday, and those small snow chances will exist as we get into the northeastern portion of the viewing area on our Wednesday morning, and then we're going to be seeing roller coaster temperatures as we head into the rest of this week. Now, looking at our current storm team radar right now, we're continuing to watch this area of scattered snow showers exiting the northeastern portions of the viewing area, moving into the extreme eastern and into the southeastern portions of the area. And this is just going to continue to do so over the next couple of hours and just kind of diminish as it continues to do so. So really aren't expecting a widespread impact from this event. But again, just watch out for any sort of changing conditions this morning. And as far as our current temperatures, our temperatures right now are mainly in the 20s and 30s, so it is a mild start to our day and all of our locations. And in fact, we are 25 to 45 degrees warmer than this time yesterday. It's quite unbelievable. Even there in Rolla, 45 degrees warmer, folks. So really enjoy these mild temperatures while you can. Now, as far as our winds, winds are out of the west mainly, about 10 to 20 miles per hour. It's a little bit on that breezy side, and this is the reason why we are seeing those warmer temperatures this morning. Now, looking at our wind gust forecast throughout the rest of the day, we're going to see those wind gusts of around 20 to 35 miles per hour, and then as we get into the late afternoon and evening hours, we will see those conditions start to improve. Now, as far as our highs for today, we're going to see highs mainly climbing up into the mid to upper 30s, so it is going to be a relatively warm day for this time of year, about 10 to 20 degrees above normal, so it is going to be feeling quite nice. Now, once we get into tonight, we will see temperatures drop down into the teens and 20s and maybe even some single digits in our north and eastern counties, because we're going to be watching for that snow potential as we are seeing another Clipper system move on through. This is midnight tonight, and this is where we're going to start watching the snow increasing into our north and eastern counties. And this includes around Lake Metagoshi, Rugby, Rolla, so that's something to keep in mind here. And once we get into about 3, 4 o'clock, it starts to move its way towards the south and east and potentially impacting the Harvey area and even near Wishick and Ashley. So that's something that we're going to be paying close attention to as well. But once we get into about 8 o'clock overnight tonight into our Wednesday morning, we are going to be seeing those conditions start to improve. Now, looking here in Williston, we're going to continue to see those roller coaster temperatures over the next several days with just a mainly sunny to partly cloudy sky side as we head into our Thursday, Friday, and our Saturday. And looking here in Dickinson, we're also going to be seeing that roller coaster trend as well with a pattern of 30s and 20s each and every other day. So it kind of reminds me of elementary school with this pattern type of conditions here with the temperatures. Now looking here in the Magic City, we're going to be seeing 30s today, teens for our Wednesday here, and then 20s for our Thursday, teens for Friday, and then the 20s will resume as we get into the weekend and into early next week. And here in the capital city, mainly in the 20s over the next several days, with 30s returning by the time we get into our Sunday. So it looks like today is going to be a mild and mainly quiet day.
Andre, we like the sounds of that in those temperature gains. That is great. All right, for Andre, for our entire team here at KX News, I'm Chance Dicklin. Let's make it a great Tuesday.